Hi, welcome back to my channel. And again, I have my beautiful Soumya today again with me. Hi, welcome Soumya.
Thank you.
So today, as we decided the last time, we are going to talk about White Knight by Dostoevsky. And because we are already kind of late today, I think we will start. Yeah, like so excited, so excited. And the
Yes.
thing is that actually I wanted to discuss Metamorphosis and Kafka together because the thing is that he is the Black Kafka and he is the White Dostoevsky. That is the reason. But
Very well put.
see how it goes. So yeah, as usual, we will be first, talking about Dostoevsky a little, and then we will talk about the story, right, Mike? Our first impressions about the characters and the writing styles, and whatever we felt about the story and all that. So, without wasting any more time, that we have already did like, quite a lot for some reasons. Okay, let's start. Okay. So, first of all, Soumya, would you like to tell something about Dostoevsky first?
Yeah, like I also don't know very much, but yeah, the little bit that I am acquainted with, I would like to tell. So he was a 19th century Russian novelist. Yeah. Then I got to know him about him actually when I read something about Crime and Punishment. And then it was the first book that I've read by him. And then I went to read The Idiot by him, which is also a really beautiful story,
You
like
read that.
sad. What?
You read that. The Idiot.
Yes, I like that novel. Also, while reading Kafka's Letter to Milena, I got to know about Dostoevsky's first work, that is Poor Folk. Kafka mentioned it in some there while writing to Milena. So yes, that is all I know, and like we all know, we are very well acquainted with this thing that in today's world, how social media is so obsessed with Dostoevsky and Kafka together at the same time, and people are talking about them. So yes, it's really great, and I'm happy to discuss this White Nights with you.
Yeah, me too. I'm like really excited. When I started reading literature, I had watched like I'm not a good reader. You know that I don't like reading. I started watching movies. So the first movie I watched was like Crime and Punishment, and I was fascinated with this, the Skolnick and all that. The second movie I watched the very same night was Notes from Underground, the
Okay.
twinsies, okay? And somehow it was like, I was so confused for a long time that I just thought that, that is also Dostoevsky's work. Then uh, one day suddenly I was reading Quincy again and I was like, okay, he has written that. And I was like so confused, the kind of confusion you get in a Spencer and Sydney. Those kind of confusion I was in with this and Quincy. But yeah, I mean, for some reason, I kind of like, the characters, I kind of find a little similarities. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Then I read Metamorphosis and I was like, all right. It's, okay, we will talk Metamorphosis some other day.
Yep.
All right. So, the thing that is written in this book that White Knight was first published in its original Russian as, how do you read this? Read the name, the Russian name.
I,
Belle Noci.
I don't know. I have no idea about Russia. I don't.
Bobo first appeared in 1873. The title means, Bobo means little bean. All right. Bobo
Oh,
taken from The Gambler and the other stories, translated by Tony May. All right. And then the list of his work.
yes.
Okay, so coming to the story, what was your first impression?
Um, it was like the first thing that I read was this, obviously,
What?
and and then it was like very captivating. So I started reading the story, and I guess I ended up reading less than 24 hours, because I was like, I want to read it. I mean, it's a very long story, so yes, 20 within 24 hours seems fine. So yes, like I was enjoying the prose, but I was detesting Nastenka, like as if mm, that she's betraying me. That was so personal. So yes, like by the end of the book, I was full of rage and some kind of emotional agony that was building up inside me. So yes, it was full of emotions and feelings and kind of sentiments that Dostoevsky could actually inculcate in you. So yes, it was very much overwhelming. But yes, I do hate Nastanka. That is for sure.
There's a reason people get irritated by me because okay, that is something different. So the first time I read this first, very first page, like the same page that you showed. Oh, it's
Yes.
not visible from my screen. Okay. So the first time that I read it, and after finishing the story, you read this again, and it makes you emotional, right? It makes you like kind of it brings tears. It's like okay, maybe not. And the thing that we talked about the last time, when there is like no naming of the character, you become.
I mean,
You said it right that I felt like Nausicaa betrayed me because you were that person. So yeah, that's the always works. Don't name the character, and you just the reader becomes the character himself or herself. Well, my first impression, you see, everybody hated Masanta, even in the group. Everybody had hated Masanta. To me, she's just a little girl, and I was like, for some reason, I just couldn't hate her. I was like, I understood that well, everything has a reason, and whatever she did has a reason as well. But yeah, it was sad for him, for the guy. It was sad. But if I become Nastanika, maybe I would do the same. I don't know, like maybe things. So that is the reason I just couldn't hate her. But yeah, obviously there is a sympathy for him, for the character.
I felt like, why does she need to do that to him? She could have been like, okay, fine. The way it has been described, she was holding his hands, pressing them, and like talking to him very passionately, and then she switched, she flipped, and I'm like, why do you need to do this?
It's
Like,
so
let
see, physical touch is also my love language. Being kind towards somebody is my love language. Being warm to somebody is my love language. And he is the person who is, being the support. I mean, she needed somebody. She was kind of alone, and he was there, and she felt valuable with him.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I could understand that why she did the whole, or why she held his hands because she she was feeling loved.
Hmm. Right. But again, like, because I would not want anybody to do that to me. That is why from there this is coming from, that I would not do this to somebody whom I cannot actually love. So because of that, maybe because of me, matlab, like, that I have some notions about how I would behave in certain situations, so that's why I was not liking the actions of her. But yes, you make sense, like it
See,
could
at this
be
point, at
person.
the age that I am right now, in that age, I agree with you. But if I am as same as teenager, like 17, 18, stuck in a house, not able to move at all, pinned with my granny, and desperately waiting for somebody, and waiting makes you a little more alone in some way.
Yes.
So if I am feeling that love, that moment that he's talking about, she was also living in that moment. She was also enjoying that moment. That moment was hers as well. So, I mean, yeah, the thing that I said, I am very much sympathetic towards him, but I mean, he expected a lot from one person.
Hmm.
That,
That is, yes,
I mean,
he was doing that.
uh,
Yeah, like burdening the same person with, like, for every possible needs.
and when well, I kind of understand your point as well because she was waiting for him, and the moment he tells about his feelings, she's like instantly kind of agree. And even after that moment, I can say that she just wanted to leave in that moment, but after even that moment, the letter that she sent, that was such a manipulative kind of a letter. I mean,
Exactly. That is
she didn't want
that.
to be hated at all. She just wanted to be very like, yeah, I did the wrong thing, but forgive me and still love me. Even I did that to you, still love me. That,
Yes.
yeah, that irritates. That,
That, yes, that was like, why would you do that to somebody? Why would you want, like, it's like you want the both person people at the same time and wanting to be loved and all. So yes, that letter and the way she was flipping, I don't know, maybe I can understand that flipping kind of a nature, that you are confused and you are desperate and you want somebody, but you also want somebody particular in your life and you're waiting for that person and they are not coming, but you find this another person and you feel like, yeah, I could spend this life with him also. So yes, that was very much. But
it actually reminds me of Vidya's remark. She was like making whole plans and calling him, and then she picked the side that she was really irritated. She was mad at us, Sanjana.
yeah, but that letter has very manipulative kind of a writing.
But can you? I mean, manipulation has like two things. If I am aware of it and I'm still doing it, that becomes wrong. But if I'm doing it unconsciously, then because nobody wants to be hated, and
Yes.
especially hated by the person who gave you, some sort of importance when you were desperate, who made you feel important. You don't want to be hated by them. So if
Hmm.
she's doing it unconsciously, does that becomes actually manipulative? Can we call it manipulative?
I don't know. I mean, it felt like that. Like when I read it for the first time, I could only interpret in that way only. That maybe I was not reading from that teenager perspective. That could be quite a possibility because I was reading with this kind of personality and this kind of
No.
uh, like the what kind of notions I have about love in my head. So yeah, uh, that's a interesting point to think about.
Because I understand that every because when I started reading, I also became that person who is, giving some fancy name to a spider and then calling and talking to the, yellow buildings and pink buildings and all. I can relate to it because I do it. Like I talk to everything around myself. So like what personify them? Not exactly personify. I like make them human. What is that called? Avatar? What is that called? In the people? Oh my god, okay. Sorry, I didn't say anything because I was saying the wrong things. Okay. So yeah, I do that. So I kind of connected with it. But the moment he started obsessing with himself, I kind of like became disattached with him. I'm like, I have the self awareness. I know what I am. I know my but I am not somebody who wants to keep talking about myself. So
Hmm.
that kind of made me like some that gave me the viewer point of view, and
Hmm.
that's why I could picture it from afar, and that's why I could see that yeah, she's just a little girl and she's 26, I guess. Like there is
Yeah.
some kind of like age, so he is the mature one.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe that's why I didn't hate Masanta that much.
Hmm. Yeah, but like both of the characters have this commonality where both of them are desperate and alone. Like loneliness is like grappling. They're grappling with loneliness.
one thing that I did not understand about this character that he was he shy to talk to other people, or
I
did
don't
he
think
just like his solitude?
Uh, what I could infer while reading it was more of like he was feeling loneliness while staying with people, like where he felt that nobody's that close to him to understand him, or like there is no point of commonality between them while talking to other person. Like it happens with me also when I also feel alone in a group, in a bunch of people, where I feel like ki, what I'm talking about is not what they are talking about. Like there is no, we are not on the same page. There's this feeling. So maybe that could be quite a possibility. But
But
so
yeah, that actually happens with everybody because at some like there is a point where you feel like yeah nobody is getting me. But that is
yes,
something different. What he had created for himself was like extreme solitude.
yeah,
And I didn't understand because if he was really that shy to talk to people, because he didn't address the old man that he, whom he is like watching a lot of time. Who they are passing they are passing each other, but they are not greeting. They are
yes,
not greeting each other. So maybe that at that point of time, I thought that maybe he's just shy, the kind of people who can't really express themselves.
hmm,
But
maybe,
then he is initiating this conversation with this lady
yeah,
because she's crying or something, like whatever the reason is. But he started that conversation. So
yes.
was he really shy or did he just like this solitude? I mean, that extremeness of solitude nobody would actually want it. So maybe I don't know. I don't know this character at all.
Now I can think of this thing that maybe he was wanting some specific person to talk and not everybody. Like you want this particular person to have conversation with. So yeah, he was looking for maybe somebody with whom he can have that lovable kind of talk. So
So
he found another gender. So maybe that could be the reason for which he got enchanted by her, because he was also talking about the way he has described her, like she was crying and she was alone, and maybe he could feel that she is also crying alone, and he could feel that same kind of intensity with that person, like we have same kind of vibrations where we both are alone, maybe struggling. So I don't know, that's actually very psychological to talk about, if he was ex- really a shy person, or he was trying to be solitude, or he was just trying to find a specific person to talk with.
because in the third case, it's like refusing to live because I couldn't live the way I want. Just because I want somebody specific, I'm like not talking to anybody else because they won't understand me because I'm so high that they are not worthy enough for a attitude.
Yeah, and the way he was like telling her his story, that was also like, mm, I don't know. uh, While reading that portion of the story, I felt I was flipping only. Sometimes I felt so sympathetic towards him, and sometimes I was like, "What nonsense are you talking? Why are you talking like this?" Yeah, that was there. Yes.
I got irritated when it was all I. Like 2 pages, it's like constantly I. How much can I can like I couldn't tolerate that. And
Also, he has been described as a dreamer, so that could be a reason. I mean, I don't know, but I think so, because dreamers have been called as like they live in their own world, their own bubble, mm, be surrounded by fantasies and all.
see, but the thing about dreamer is that they do it to be happy. But
Hmm.
what he's doing is harming himself. Because Nasanka also said, no, because what you understand that you realize that what you're doing is harmful to you. So, and he
Yes.
agreed with that. That yeah, I know it. So yeah, when he calls himself dreamer, I was like, are you though? Like, yeah, you are a person who creates his own world. So is it really something which you can call dreamer? I also create my own world.
There is this quote I have like underlined on page number 38 and 39, which might give us some kind of insights of what we are talking about. It says, how quickly do the years fly by? And again, you ask yourself, what have you done with your years? Where have you buried your best days? Did you live or not? Look, you say to yourself, look how cold the world is becoming. More years will pass, followed by gloomy solitude, and then doddering old age will come on a walking stick, to be followed by anguish and despondency. Your fantastic world will grow pale, your dreams will wither, die, and scatter like yellow leaves from the trees. O Nastenka, it will be sad, to be left alone, quite alone, to not even have something to regret. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Because all that I have lost, all this, it was all nothing, a stupid round zero. It was merely a dream. I loved this prose, how it has been written by Dostoevsky. I know but like he could hardly write something like this because when I was reading Crime and Punishment, it was totally a different kind of a prose. So when I read these kind of things in White Nights, I was like, wow.
You can also write this sort of thing.
Yeah. Like I was quite impressed by his prose. So yes, like the way he has described a dreamer's uh, dream in this paragraph.
It's like a world that you're living in and you're losing your entire world. But even if you're losing your entire world, when you look at it, it's actually nothing because it was the world that you had created. So
Mm,
yeah,
right. Mm.
and this line, but especially on us and try to be sad, to be left alone, right? And not even have something in that. That is absolutely nothing. You see, when this talking about this alone, this line, the alone in this line, it kind of gives, the kind of guidance,
Mm.
like, mature person will give somebody to guide, to younger,
Right.
that
Kind of
so,
advice.
yeah, you will find yourself alone.
Yes.
But see, again,
Yeah.
nothing, absolutely nothing. When he's saying that nothing, this nothing is irritating me now. Because it's like, as I said, you have refused to live your life. You have refused to live that moment. You chose to, be in your own solitude. So of course, you will lose nothing because you have created nothing. You haven't lived that time that you can lose.
Right.
Right.
Yes. That was there. And then she starts her story.
And that kind of mysticism that she wanted to create, that I am sort of
Right.
missing. That's just she's saying that half the story you already know. Like, that was such a bummer. I was like, oh my god. I was just like, it was such a drama. And then she was like, half of the story is already done. I mean, she has created this, curiosity. Then I tell
Right.
you something. I tell you something.
Right.
This is the nature of that girly girl of teenage girls who wants to be that mystique kind of a persona, so that okay, this line is quite out of the range, but I would still want to say it, that at some age, at some age of girls, they kind of seek the attention from the opposite gender. And after a certain age, we understand that okay, kind of fed up, and got the taste of reality, and be like, okay, no, girls are better. I'm not valuing girl friendship, and we actually understand the significance of having a girl, because there's a huge difference in the process, in the understanding, and of everything. So she is at a level where she seeks that attention,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, to me, when I was looking at her, to me, she was like this immature child.
Mm. Who wanted to be loved and seen and heard and wanted.
Desired as a woman as well.
Yes. Right. And she was extremely scared of being hated. Maybe because of her grandmother's behavior towards her. She was like constantly keeping an eye on her. So she was like in this constant manner. Like she has not been loved by her parents. That is the foremost thing that had made her to feel these kind of attachment with random people at times.
Okay, so this question, if I read that canon, if I was a girl, would she have reacted the same way that she did with that male friend? Because obviously she wanted to be loved, that is for sure. She hated being hated, that is also true. But I mean, the kind of rescue that she wanted, that princess kind of a rescue, that one day a prince will come and rescue me out of my miseries and all that.
Yes.
I mean, what did she actually want? She wanted, you see, I'm putting emphasis on this, um, the male perspective, because I felt like it is significant that she wanted to be loved by a male. Because if it was a female, if I were that person and asking her that what happened, would have she really gotten this attached to me?
Mm.
Not. I mean, I'm not sure, but I don't know if that I was a woman.
Mhm. I could see that how she was being um, raised by her grandmother and not being loved enough by parents. So that could actually play an important role to her psychology and the desire to be loved by, like, the way she was, like she was hardly well informed about the tenant, that paying guest, that, but she fall for that person. I'm not saying that that is wrong or something, but that is like quite an attachment kind of style, that you like suddenly you feel for somebody and you get attracted. That makes sense, but I think that the lack of parental love has a lot to do with her psychology of being loved.
Obviously, that does create this desperation to be loved. I agree with
Mm-hmm.
that. But at the same time, I mean, again, as teenage girls, they it's like whenever the imagination that they have, like if
Mm-hmm.
there is a handsome guy, you would start imagining it out of
Yeah,
without any logic.
right.
Has
Agree.
that kind of happened. So I mean, even if she had her parents with her, I think that would have still happened. Maybe I mean,
Yeah, but then I think that desire to run away and be rescued and all,
yeah,
that could be less intense.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I, hmm.
And also, since we are talking about this is such a bad thing, and it is actually everywhere. Their parents, they just assume that they know the best for the child, and they just force, and they believe that that is for the good. But the children, they live that thing. They know that how suffocating it is for us. And
Right.
I mean, yeah, it was quite literal that yeah, I'm pinning myself. But when you take it metaphorically, it becomes so relatable because in every house, especially with the
Right.
girls, especially with the girls, that it is like everywhere. The restriction is there. You will feel suffocated. Not maybe this much, but you will feel it, and it's
Yeah, like,
a bad thing.
right. The magnitude should be different.
Yeah, her granny is also saying that, okay, I am just trying to save you from the bad men who tend to, just prod the nice girls and all that. And our parents will also be like, यार आपको जाने के लिए तो मना करते हैं ना, तुम्हारे ही भले के लिए तो करते हैं. Reason can be whatever, but it is there. So
And
yeah,
then, and the irony is that as a woman, you have to have that attractiveness in you to attract a gentleman, like gentlemen, but not to attract somebody who is like, uh, uh, what to say to those people, I don't know. Like the unwanted attraction should not be acquired by women. So that is the irony, that you should be desirable enough, but not desirable to wrong people or to men who see women as like sexual object or something.
I
That's
think
so
Vidya Balan in some interview, she had actually said that no man has ever asked me in a wrong way or bad way for even a date.
hmm,
You just had need to have that attitude where the next person will know that there is a line and where to draw that line.
right.
That being said, and I think what you said, it's like progressing in a way because it might also come. I wouldn't force her to be attractive at all. And it's her age, she will grow in her own pace. I'm never going to say that, okay, sit properly, eat properly. I'll just teach the normal manners that should be there in a human.
Right.
The things are changing. Well, it is a like really slow things, but yeah, it is changing.
Yes. Hopefully.
How did we come in?
Yeah. Yes.
About
And
that, that guest who left and that came back. How did you feel about him?
about whom, like, I did not get what you.
The tenant, the guest, the big guest.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I was judging him. I was like, men, because it's just that they promise a lot of things, and where are those promises? I can't see them realizing, kind of a thing. Then he was trying his hard when uh, they were in a proximity to be into being into touch with each other. But the moment he left, and then I don't know, it's really hard to judge him at times. Like you, I could only think of him while he was well in the story when Nastenka was telling, but I don't know what it was. Like there could be quite some chances of him having some troubles for which he was not able to contact to Nastenka for some reason. But I don't know. It's complicated sometimes.
There was nothing. He never gave the sign that I like you and like that. And from the very starting, he was like quite sympathetic towards her because he had seen that how is she living. And then he also understood her vibe that okay, she is falling in love, and he tried to maintain that distance between them.
Hmm.
And one day suddenly she's coming and saying that yeah, I want to run away, take me with you. That
Hmm.
point of time, he was actually thinking practically. I mean, the promising he could have done it immediately, but he took
Hmm.
his time to actually process it and to see that
Yes.
whether he will be able to do it or not, and then he promised that. So I felt like he was quite a genuine gentleman, that he gave the promise. And because even if he did love her, he was quite clear with the distance that he had
Hmm.
created.
Yes,
He
he
didn't
was.
want this thing to come at that point, but when it came to that point, he gave the promise. And yeah, he couldn't keep it, obviously. They lost the touch. But again,
Hmm.
at the end, he came back, didn't he? And
That was a wrong timing. I don't know. Wrong timing. Why did you come now? Why?
Okay. The thing is that even if he didn't come back, and he just gave that promise, I felt like that promise was so much needed at that desperate point where she was my Santa. For,
Hmm.
I mean, एक होता है ना कि मन रखने के लिए झूठ बोलिए दो किसी को ना वो मन बना रहता है. So I felt like that kind of gave a little hope that she needed to carry on. So that
Yeah.
promise was quite, I mean, I would say I was quite impressed when he did promise it. And of course, when he came back, as you said, the timing was wrong. But was it really wrong, Soundra? I mean, imagine if he had come earlier, he would have never able to be, he would have never gotten the chance to tell the actual feelings of him,
Hmm.
the protagonist, I mean. If he had come earlier, Nasanka would have, gone with him. So
Hmm.
then our like
You're trying to say there will be no, there would not be a story to tell.
I mean, it would be again as in his dreams that feeling, that love he had for Nastenka. It would be again in the dreams only for
Yes.
himself only. Nobody else would have known about his feelings, about his love.
Yeah, but not like I'm just keeping the protagonist aside when I said that timing is wrong because I don't understand the psyche of Nastenka by then because when she was like, I will love you, you will love me, this and that, we'll stay, and then she s- sees him and भाग जाती है and the way it has been described, it felt like
मतलब सब कुछ
what
कर
is
जब
going
वो
on?
जब वो आया तो एकदम हाथ छोड़ के भागी गई उसके पास. She
Right,
ran to him. Yeah, I
yes.
get it. I get it.
um, when I said ki timing is wrong, I mean she legit agreeing on this part to be with the protagonist, and the moment he appears again, वो उसको छोड़ के चली जाती है.
वो बहुत ब्रूटली तरीके से, बहुत गंदे तरीके से.
Yes. तो वो मुझे मैं कहा यार या तो ये थोड़ा पहले आ जाता before she could like say or like made such kind of statements in front of the dreamer because it would now like what Tennant has done to Nastenka has also done this to the dreamer for a very minuscule period of time. She has did this to him and देन फिर उसके बाद वो होप भी चली जाती है उसके पास से लाइक दैट जो थोड़ा बहुत जो रह जाता है ना टाइम पीरियड उसी टाइम की बात कर रही हूँ मैं कि मतलब या तो वो अब जब उसमें मान गई थी कि मतलब दैट इज ऑल्सो सीम लाइक sometimes that she was desperate for the other person but she was like ओके इससे भी काम चला ही लेंगे ये मुझसे प्यार करता है तो मुझे तो प्यार चाहिए बट देन दिस ऑल्सो मेक्स मी थिंक अबाउट how would it end up after 10 or 5 years later? She's still in love with because like that made me feel like that the decisions were made so rush in so rush that what
Those
would
those few lines, those few lines where she is like saying him that I wish you were him.
yes like
She
yes
is feeling the comfort with him, you know. So yeah, she wants him to be him.
yes that
People who have not read this story, they will go mad. Who is him? Who is him? Who is I?
right like वो वही है कि मतलब it makes very complicated the whole scenario
अब
by the
इसमें
end.
इसमें ये भी चीज़ है ना कि हाँ भाई तुमसे काम चला ही लेंगे टाइप का बट मैं इसके लिए ये चीज़ को बोल रही थी ना कि आई मीन ट्राई टू टेक अवे द जेंडर फ्रॉम दोस पीपल इफ let's say if it's you and me, you are the Nastanka, I am that person, and you love somebody else, and I'm aware of it, but I have feelings for you, and I expect, and you are desperate, you just want to be loved, and then try to imagine a life where we are sharing a room, we are, spending time with each other, we are talking to each other. It's not a bad life, is it? Like, Just
No,
as
absolutely
a
not.
friends, we are just sharing each other's feeling, we are sharing each other's space, and we are giving each other what we are needed. So, and she kind of says that don't think that I immediately fall in love with you. I take my
Yes,
time. Something like that. There is a line, something like that. So
yes,
she is kind of clear that she still has feelings for that tenant, but at the same time she agrees to, accept his love.
also, there is this line on page number 76 where she was talking to him and said, "Don't think that I'm so fickle and flighty. Don't think that I can so easily and quickly forget and be untrue. I loved him for a whole year, and I swear to God that never was I unfaithful to him, even in thought.
Yeah,
He
this
stayed.
is the line I was talking about.
We had a good laugh at my expense, good luck to him. But he wounded me and insulted my heart. I do not love him, because I can only love that which is magnanimous, which understands me, which is noble, because I am like that myself. And he is not worthy of me. Well, good luck to him. This shows that nature where you're so angry with that person, like, okay, हाँ ठीक है, नहीं रखना नहीं रखना.
वो एक song है ना, Good for You. That song. I don't know. I don't know.
Like again, she said, "Who knows? Perhaps all my love amounted to nothing more than my feelings and imagination. Just my imagination. Perhaps it began as a prank of foolishness, or because I was one under grandmother's watch. Perhaps I ought to love someone else, another, and not him, not a man like him, but someone who would take pity on me and well, let's leave it on
That's
that.
really
Oh, yeah.
the hesitation, the pauses, the little pauses that she's taking to, I mean, you can see the rushness here, like
Yes.
the statement, the flickering, and she is kind of, trying to soak that in. I only wanted to say to you, I wanted to say that if, this pauses,
Hmm.
she's also aware that whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm doing, is like very on the spur of moment kind of a thing.
Yeah, she was aware of this. That is like this kind of this writing makes me feel that she was aware while what she was saying. Uh,
Hmm.
so she was.
Yeah.
That
I
is
mean,
where
she was well aware, and also he was well aware of what is happening. But he
but
still,
still, that is called emotions. That is where your heart plays role, and you're like, oh my god, I have to stoop in front of my heart and succumb to these emotional desires that I have with other person. That is why it becomes hard for people to leave a toxic relationship.
you're kind of mad. Well, yeah, but yeah, it is. But really.
And then I would love to read this part also where she left him on page 82. My
And
God,
yeah,
cry. Sorry?
no, carry on, carry on.
My God, what a cry! How they shuddered! How she tore herself from my arms and flew to meet him. I stood and watched them, crushed. But she had scarcely given him her hand, had scarcely thrown herself into his embrace, when she suddenly turned to me again, and was at my side in a flash, like the wind, and before I had a chance to collect myself, she flung both arms around my neck and kissed me firmly, ardently. Then, without saying a word to me, she rushed to him again, took him by the hand, and led him away. I stood for a long time and watched them walk away. Finally, both of them vanished from sight.
Can you believe this girl? I mean, she just kissed and then अपनी लवर का हाथ पकड़ के चली गई। एक बार मुड़ के देखी कि बंदा वहां पे खड़ा है, अभी तक देख रहा है मेरे को। यार,
That is the reason that hatred was developing somewhere in my mind for her.
And now,
Yes.
obviously, that next line, my nights ended with the morning because it's actually
Mm.
late. That this line kind of gives the soul of the whole book. My night
Right.
ended with the morning because the night he was living the nights. To him,
Mm.
those were the days.
Yeah.
Those nights were the days that he was finally living. He was doing something at least, and then ended with
Right.
the morning.
Like how this has been written, I just love. Oh my God. If only I could love you both at the same time. Oh, if only you were he.
You
What she was
didn't later, no? No,
what she was
I was actually still on this very point, this second line of that very line that I just read. Rain
yes.
beat down the window cheerlessly. That atmosphere that they create to show
Yes.
that sorrowness, it's raining.
Right.
Dark in the room, it was overcast outside. My head ached and body spinning. Fever was stealing its way through my veins. A letter for you, sir. Now, okay, carry on with the letter.
Yeah, like right. So where she said, no, don't blame me because I haven't changed in the least towards you. I said that I would love you, and I love you now. I more than love you. Oh my God. If only I could love you both at the same time. Oh, if you only, if only you were he. I was like, while reading this letter, I was like, my expressions were like, there is rage that is building inside me. Stop writing such things. Like,
But even if I say that I kind of blamed everything on her age, that she just doesn't want to be hated. But at the same time, would you not? Why can't she love him? Like, there are different colors of love, and she clearly loved him in some color. This
yes,
he was
you,
never scared to hold hands. I mean, when they were waiting for that person, and someone appeared to be kind of him, she didn't hesitate to hold his hand. You know, so I could see Nastenka's love. I mean, people would say that yeah, she didn't, but I could feel that yeah, she had this kind of warmness towards him, but obviously not that sort of love, like not
yes, like
romantic love.
not romantic in a romantic manner.
It was more like a brotherly love, to be very honest.
Yes.
And yeah,
Mhm.
when she said this, I can understand people's rage that why would you suddenly call him a brother? You're doing all sort of things, you're giving him hope, and you're, going.
Mm. Like when I said that rage, it's because she's saying that if only I could love you both at the same time, which gives me not this kind of justification that if you are like if you want to love your brother at the same time loving your partner, there is no what to say, प्यार बट नहीं रहा होता उस सिचुएशन में. The kind of love that I have for my brother is all for him and the same for my partner. But when she said कि पहले उसने बोला कि या तो दोनों सेम हो मतलब दोनों एक को एक साथ और
No,
फिर या फिर दोनों ही वही होते.
the thing is, Soumya, that they are actually not brothers and sisters. They do not share the blood. So she could not,
Yes.
keep it separated. They are both
Yeah,
males. And okay, I get it. But what I am trying to say is that she loves him, she adores him, and obviously it's just the fact that she's in love with somebody else. Otherwise, she would have loved him.
right.
If it was possible, if the time, he would have came at the right time,
Mm.
she would have loved him. But she
Yes.
couldn't. And that is the thing. And she's saying, I wish I could love both of you at the same time, which means she's not able to do that. Because
Hmm.
you love that person. It's just feeling, you cannot change it. But you are clearly seeing that I am so much, he is my soulmate. You can just see it. That is so visible to your eyes. But you still love somebody else. There is a dilemma. If you can feel it, there is a dilemma in her. And if you want to hate it, then I can't defend her. Because I clearly cannot defend her.
Like, yeah, and then she said, "Oh, if only you were he." So yeah, but this also reminded me of that. If I'm not sure if you have watched The Vampire Diaries, where like Elena was like, where Catherine says to Elena that you can love both of the Salvatore brothers at the same time. I was like,
There
What
has
is
to be
I mean,
somebody who can do that.
whenever this, like, people say there is this theory also where it is like you can love two people at the same time, but then I was thinking, with whom we are loyal then?
You really cannot love two people at the same time. You just cannot. Because there is somebody who
Yeah,
you love and there is somebody who we love. Like that's a totally different. I mean, okay,
right,
when we are talking about that Vampire Diaries, also the Polites, right? Also two people, and she kind of like you know you can say that okay that was a friendly love, but you can never love two people at the same time. This open relation situationships, those are like well I cannot love two people.
right. That is where that when I read about that theory, I don't know, somewhere I read this theory that you can love two people at the same time. I was like, with whom we are then loyal? We are like क्या बोलते हैं उसको, शब्द ही नहीं आ रहा, मतलब एक तरीके से हम धोखा उन दो को तो दे रहे हैं, एंड वी आर ऑल्सो लाइक खुद को भी चीट कर रहे हैं.
No, that is the thing. So when I said that you cannot be loyal with yourself because it is impossible to love two people equally at the same time. So you are
Exactly.
betraying yourself. You're not confronting your feelings that
So,
you let go. You just don't want to lose the second person. That's the only thing. It's not about loving people. Like, oh,
yeah, right. Also, this makes me think of, do you think, is there any part of determinism or fatalism has to play? Like it is all already determined, or maybe it's in their fate, as of like test of the determinants में होता है.
and obviously, as I said, if he would have came earlier in her life, they would have been together because they just clicked it like instantly, and it was just 3 or 4 nights.
Right.
So mm, fate, more like yeah, fate is there, but at the same time, also the kind of choices that they made ultimately. I mean, Nastenka was so angry, and she could have easily stayed with him, and be like because it takes time, but you do move on from people. So choices were also made. Fate was there. I would say fate. I would say the timing. There was this timing, and there were consequences because of that timing, and obviously there were choices.
Right. Choice is what, like, little choices that we make on everyday basis determine what will be our future. That's it.
In the discussion, Anu actually had pointed Nastanka's love in a very like there were just 3 words when she was trying to express her love for that parent, that guest. She had used like 3 words. Maybe it was I cannot find the page number. It was something love was there and pity, I guess, and there was also this self-respect.
Hmm.
That those 3 words kind of expressed her love for him. So, yeah, I mean, she wanted to be rescued. She wanted to be loved, but at the same time, she didn't want it to be, pitied on somebody. She actually wanted to be loved. That was her love for him. So the timing, I would say, yeah, because if he had ever met him, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hmm. But overall, the story, the way it flows and the way I mean, it's very like, commendable to Dostoevsky's literary genius, the way he has put it. And that to be in the 19th century, writing something like that.
And it was like, untouched kind of a romantic story. I mean, I haven't read something like this. No, I mean, I have read romance. This was something different. Different.
And also, like, I again googled what white nights refer to. A night when it's not
No, why did
easy.
you Google it? I wanted to know your perspective on.
नहीं, मैं हाँ बता रही हूँ, अपना पर्सपेक्टिव भी बता रही हूँ, पहले बता दे रही हूँ कि हाँ ये तो so like it's like someone can't sleep and all. So when I read about white nights, I was thinking, I was pondering, for a very long period of time I was thinking about the title only. I was like, what this could be, what it could be, like why he has to write White Nights. And then I was, after reading, and then the morning part came, I was like, maybe because they were having this conversation for these few continuous nights together and sharing each other's life incidents. So, listen, like, kind of those nights where you are so much in to the other person that you refuse to take your sleep on priority and you wish to talk to them the whole night. That could that was the thing that came into my mind, was but I was like, I was not sure. But again, the term white, it was again making me thinking about a lot of other things. Maybe over a moment I could also think of those nights where like it's a full moon kind of a thing. So yes,
Yeah, the moonlight. But yeah.
yeah, like there's this full moon and they are enjoying the moonlight and having conversations with each other, that like in a romantic manner. So yeah, like there was
That was actually amazing because that didn't came to my mind. I only thought of this that because there was light in his life in the night. That's why it was white night.
like in a
Because it
positive
just brought kind of
manner.
darkness, the reality
I
of the reality.
Right. Like there's like silver lining from a cloud that you could see, that could, like, in a optimistic manner, right? That when he met her and then there was some kind of hope. Yeah, that did not come to my mind, but yes, that moon kind of thing, that those two were like my interpretations about the type.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Yes. I think we are pretty much done with the.
Yeah. Yeah, we are pretty much done because yeah, we are going to talk about the characters and then the writing style, and we kind of mix everything together.
Yeah, we have talked about the ending, the beginning, the writer, the characters, and the title.
Presented to say, presented to say. It is good. It is nice.
Yes, I
So,
enjoy.
any last remark on the story? Anything else that you would want to add before we finish?
I would say that like now today people are reading this. I know a lot of people are reading this, but then I would say, please read The Idiot also. It's a thick book, I know, but those who are like into reading, they should definitely read The Idiot by
What is the
Dostoevsky.
theme of the video? It is
Again, like Dostoevsky is known for this thing, like he creates such male characters who are just left alone by the female protagonist for other men. So yes, like The Idiot also has similar kind of thing. Like most of his novels are like this only, where he shows the despondency of men in general. So yes, The Idiot is also about this, where a lover who is metaphorically called the idiot for loving somebody who is not loving that.
this is actually such a good thing. Just call them idiot and move on your life. Don't give. That's actually a good way to deal with this situation.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That is good. That is good.
Yes, but it's very long book. But yes, I somehow. But there is so much of this Dostoevsky's oeuvre which we should definitely explore.
Hmm.
Yes.
We are done. We're pretty much done with it. You didn't read the second one. You should read that one because when I read that, that story, all I could think of, heteroglossia, heteroglossia, heteroglossia.
Oh,
It was just
okay.
echoing everywhere. So
Then
many
you should
things.
write a paper on this, no? Like application of heteroglossia or something, like study of heteroglossia and the short story of Dostoevsky.
Mhm. I will explain it someday that happens. But you will say it. When ma'am gives examples, you kind of just no, okay, that is the example. But when you read it, you understand. I mean, it is like screaming,
Like
screaming.
why Mikhail Bakhtin has talked about Dostoevsky and why he has to write the work problems of Dostoevsky eventually for explaining his most important terms. Yeah, right. Makes sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I'll definitely read the book.
Because that was the shorter one. It's like really
Hmm.
small.
Yes.
And the weirdest part is that he is going and laying on some tomb and he's talking to the dead people. He's listening to the conversation of dead people. He's so not interested in real people in the first story. He's so like uninterested in real people. And in the second story, he's just listening to the voice of dead people. He's like and eavesdropping, if I may say that, because he's just talking back with them, doesn't want to disturb them, he's just, listening to their talks. And my God, so many words. There are names, and I dare you to read those names. First of all, Russian names. Second of all, like, a lot of people. A lot of
Yeah, like, is there any repetition of name? Because like Russian names and Russian novels are like that. When I started reading Leo Tolstoy's short story or novella, right? Novella, The Death of Ian. I forgot the name. That because that name was in Russian. So yes, but yes, there was repetition of that name, and I was like, what is going on?
in
That
the
was
story, in the same story.
yes, like
Oh,
it was more um like Henry VI, Henry V, Henry
got
IV.
it, got
Sorry,
it. वो शेक्सपियर के plays में होता है ना, the
yes,
same name, this or
yes,
that.
but they at least used first, second, third, fourth something. Here there was like very minimal changes in the name, and this is the different person. This is the different person.
Love
But
Kafka. He's like he came.
I'm not.
Everything he left
I'm not
is
putting efforts. I'm not putting efforts. It's just my soul is leaving my body, and you are expecting me to put efforts while writing all of this. It was like, okay,
okay. बस बात खत्म कहानी वहीं पे खत्म. I love him. I love him.
like, I would want you to read his letters, and because when you read
At
somebody's
least no, I don't like reading online.
yeah book
Yeah, but
will
okay. I actually got this. Have you started reading? The Ice was working on. You haven't started yet?
no.
I actually started in one or two pages, and in the both the story that we are about to read, uh, the short story and the novel, it is like such a strong flavored language of that native place. I mean, this is all African. I don't. It is going to take effort, a lot of effort.
Hmm.
Maybe
But I wanted to read this. It has really good prose, and also it would give us like really in-depth insight
about
from
because when I read about okay, that is something different. We cannot along with
yes,
reading.
yes, yes, we yes,
And
okay.
today for now, that's all right. There's nothing else that we want to add, right? That's all
Right.
today.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we will leave our white nights here and we will talk. Let's do metamorphosis also. Like,
Yeah, of course.
plus,
And hope our
so,
viewers have their white night someday.
yeah, yeah, okay.
But on a happy note.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, on a happy note. The thing that you said, like, the moonlight nights, have those nights, have those kind of white nights.
Yes.
Those are better white nights. So, all right, so let's finish the session and let's meet next time for some other.
Done.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
probably that.
Yes.
Okay,
We'll see you again.
right. Yeah, till then, still keep reading and keep suggesting me. And rest of the people, thank you so much for watching. Actually, our first video kind of crossed 100 viewers in very few days, and it was unexpected. I'm really happy. Thank you so much, and also share your views and Have a good night. Yeah, this is the night. Bye bye. See you the next time. Okay, bye, babe.
Hmm.